opening kickoff will not be returned.
Ready, 45, white.
Yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very...
5 catches, 69 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know any coach would take 2nd and 3 all day. You think you're in pretty good shape. Instead, after 2 runs, though, they're at 4th and 1. Didn't pick it up.
Back-to-back 1-yard gains. This defense, the challenge was accepted. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Back near his goal line, here's Mills. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On play action, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fights him off. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love now. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing. Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Eluding the pressure right. Down the sideline he goes. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Lions at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think he... starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gibbs straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better. Which side can step up and assert its will over the other? I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Love looking to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Going back to Love. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice. Mills on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Again, it's Mills. Flush to his right. And he's caught on on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
That could be the stop this deep.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime and past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll certainly be on the tab what's going on with that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Play action now, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Throw left side, there's London.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out now come the Lions. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a yard. On the give, here's Gibbs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action. Mills. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Mills. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this is going to result in another. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mills now. That's complete right around the 8. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Looking to throw. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air again, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Look, 32.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there.
I tell you, it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Love now to pass on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, it's Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Play action this time with Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Detroit, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.